Hey everyone, I'm Pete Dalliday. Welcome to this edition of Hometown PTBO. We're hitting the road for this one, and we're going out to Las Vegas to join Cody Crowley. Cody, first of all, great to see you. It's been a long time with COVID and the pandemic, but congratulations, 20-0, brother. Well done.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. I know I've been quiet for quite some time since COVID happened. A lot's been going on. It's been pretty much a 2-year blur, I think, for the most of us.
Yeah, it has been.
I've been pretty quiet, working on some things myself. And I really didn't want to come out and say too much until I got another one under my belt.
Yeah.
And I went out there and make the people where I'm from proud before I come back out and start talking again. So I'm super excited TSN got to pick it up, and everyone back home got to tune in, because my last 4 fights, or 5 fights really, being back home in Ontario, it is something different than fighting in a big arena. It's just that the energy is totally different. So when I was looking in that camera, I'm pretty sure you could feel it in Showtime when they're announcing me. I was locked in and I was in Peterborough. I felt it.
You felt like you're at the Memorial Center. And you know what? The hometown crowd, they were behind you. I mean, Facebook, Instagram was going nutty on Saturday with all things Cody Crowley, all the usual suspects and supporters right there with you.
Yes.
And I'm sure you had that sort of, you were so focused, but afterwards, when you finally got time to recover, I'm sure you saw all the support. Just tell us a little bit quickly about the fight. What got you to 20-0? You were the underdog in this one. This was a big win for you.
Yeah. I've been patiently waiting for my shot. And when you get to this level in the game, it's kind of, when you get an opportunity, you can't really let it pass. And this guy was waiting for Earl Spence. He didn't want to sit on the bench anymore. So they picked a guy, in the top 10 form, and that was me. And I couldn't turn the opportunity down. I know that I'm one of the best in the world. I believe I am the best in the world. The way that I break these guys down on principles that my coach has taught me using conscious boxing. It doesn't matter the speed, the power, or the record the guy brings to the table. I know how to nullify whatever he brings. So when this opportunity presented itself, me and Ibn were thrilled. Everyone else, they're basically thinking, I'm coming in as the underdog. I'm coming in just to lose. This is going to be a quick sweep for this guy. And me and Ibn were kind of on the total opposite side of the fence. Like, yo, this is awesome. They're not even preparing for what they're about to be hit with. So we kind of got that secret element of surprise always. And right from, the press conference with this guy, I was able to read him and understand that he had zero self-belief on the level that I have. He knew for a fact that he just bit off more than he can chew. And this is a guy who doesn't just talk the talk, but a guy who walks the walk.
Yeah.
And I could feel right from the first stare down that this was a clear win, very easy on my end. And Saturday night, I know it looked a little bit rough, but it's 14 months layoff for my last one, and then a year layoff before that one. So it might be a little bit rusty, but I went in there and got the job done. I made my punch placement count. I put him on the third ring. I was always the aggressor. And that's what happens when Cody Crowley fights. It's the same thing that keeps happening. Guys get in the ring, and next thing you know, they're on the bicycle, running around the ropes while we continue round after round, breaking them down.
Right on. Well, congrats, 20-0. That's amazing, undefeated. Good for you. A lot of hype around it. Moving on to the next sort of round here. Pardon the pun, but so obviously a bit of a break now with COVID and stuff. Let's talk just quickly a little bit about Peterborough and how much you miss it, and how much are you going to be able to get home for the holidays or no?
Yeah. You know what? That's a good question. This is the longest I've never been home.
Yeah.
It's going on 2 years now since I haven't been back.
What do you remember about Christmases? I mean, you grew up in Durrell, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
My Christmas was always such a big community thing. you
Yeah.
know, where we're from. I remember the Santa Claus parade every single year going down, getting all my candy. I remember every year having a Santa Claus party at my house. We would host it. We would have about 100 relatives over, and Santa would actually come every Christmas Eve for all the kids 16 and under, and
Wow.
you'd just sit on Santa's knee and get a present. So that was always the highlight of my Christmas every year, the highlight of my year. I was a huge believer in Santa. I used to have little
Yep.
secret notes I would write them and leave them, and we had
Santa's
our
the
own little,
best, man.
yeah, we had our
He's
own
the
little
best.
special bond.
Yeah.
Everybody loves getting presents.
Yeah, it's absolutely. What do you want to get this year? You already got one, and that's not that it was a present. You went out and earned it. You got the victory, but what do you want next?
Yeah. Honestly, you know what? For this Christmas, not being able to come home and travel, I think the greatest gift would be for, you know, a lot of these restrictions just to get dropped,
Yeah.
and a lot of people's freedom to come back. You know,
Yep.
we keep acting like nothing's really happening, but a lot of people are suffering. A lot of people are losing their jobs. A lot of people are hurt. A lot of people are ill. So what I'm asking for Christmas is just a clean bill of health for everybody, and a little bit of remorse. You know, just allow us to be without being controlled.
Yeah, I
That's what
think.
I'm wishing for.
And Cody, thanks very much for joining us here on Hometown PTBO. And again, hopefully we see you soon as well. And congratulations, 20-0 champ.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Hopefully, bring a world title back to Peterborough soon. Appreciate you guys, all your support, continued support. Doesn't matter where I go in the sport or in the world. I know where my number one support comes from. So thank you guys.
Hometown PTBO with Pete Dalliday.